5. He's got a lot of guys around him, but I think he's going to have a very good event number 4.
Ben Smith, also a guy who moved himself into the top 5 along with Noah Olson. He's in the middle of your screen in the white shirt. The barbell must move from the ground directly overhead in one fluid movement. The athletes cannot stop at their shoulders and then press it out in order for the rep to count. That barbell weighs 175 pounds. They have to do 10 snatches and then 12 bar-facing burpees. 4 rounds of that, but here's the twist. Towards the back half of the event, the barbell gets lighter.
It's so evil. It just baits you into such an ugly place. When you have a lighter weight, you know you're going to hold on to the bar, and all that's going to happen is now it just comes down to who's going to be able to handle the pain. So these first 2 rounds, when you see those barbells on the floor with the green plates and the blue plates, these guys are trying to just pace it out so they can contain for those last 2 rounds.
Mitch Wagner is your event leader. His name will be highlighted in a blue box, as will the leader of every event, and then the number next to that man's name will signify how many reps he has completed. The number in the white box next to everyone else's name will show how many reps behind they are of the leaders. Mitch Wagner through 20, now 21 of the 88 total repetitions as he wraps up his first round of snatches and bar-facing burpees. That is Ethan Helbig, who is in 6th place overall, courtesy of a tie break.
Now, in his favor, he's one of the bigger athletes on the floor. He's deciding to go touch and go. That's a ballsy move for him, very risky. And what I mean by that is that if he uses it too much here and blows out too much energy, then he's not going to have the speed when he gets to those lighter bars. So he's got to watch that. He's got to be able to ride that red line. Ethan
Helbig lives up to his name. He's 5'11", 215 pounds. He's on the upper right part of your screen in the red shirt. He's next to Mitch Wagner, who is your leader through 29 of those 88 reps. Bottom left is Noah Olson, who is starting to catch up with Wagner. He's on the far left of that bottom left box. And next to Olson is Tim Muschin.
You can see that tempo with the bar starting to slow down. These guys are trying to contain themselves because they know once they get to the lighter bar, it's really going to hurt. I like the fact that Noah is paying attention to his tempo. He looks composed. But now he's going to have to start moving on these burpees to get himself back up to those top couple people.
Helbig and Wagner are fighting for first place. Muschin and Olson are fighting for second. Muschin's in the black shirt. And Tim Muschin, after he got out of high school and his football career ended, he turned to drugs and alcohol. He bounced around the country for a couple of years, spent time in various rehab facilities. While he was in Florida, he found the box CrossFit Hype. He has been training and staying sober ever since, and here he is as a competitor for the first time at the 2018 Reebok CrossFit Games Atlantic Regional.
You know, we hear that kind of a story a lot, that addiction story, and what a better addiction than health and fitness.
Helbig and Wagner are tied through 44 of the 88 reps. They are now at the halfway point of this event. The time to beat is 5:32.90 seconds. That was done in the very first heat, courtesy of Dane Smith. Three men on the 115-pound barbell.
And look at that tempo. There is Noah Olson right there in the center of your screen moving that bar. Now, up at the top or right behind Noah, you can see in the red T-shirt, Helbig also moving. So the tempo for those guys seems to be a little bit consistent. But look at Noah Olson. Look how fast he's cycling that barbell.
Olson is starting to put some pressure on the leaders, and Noah Olson has finished his first round of barbell snatches. Now he has to move himself up and over that barbell 12 times. He has to take off with 2 feet in order for that repetition to count. The event record belongs to the 2-time defending fittest man on earth, Matt Fraser. 5:09.18 seconds, did that last week at the Central Regional.
A little bit conservative for Noah on those burpees. You can see him taking a breath on every single one, trying to stay up nice and tall and breathe. I think he still can pick up the tempo just a little bit. He'll be all right grabbing a hold of that bar and moving, so he can't be afraid of it. It is going to hurt, but he's got to just deal with it. He's almost done.
Noah Olson is the defending regional champion, and right now he is your overall leader. But Ethan Helbig, who just took his shirt off, he's on the right of your screen. He and Mitch Wagner continue to fight for the top spot in this heat. They're trying to chase down the time to beat and score 100 points. The better you do in an event, the more points you are awarded, and the winner will get 100. Noah Olson now starting to creep up, but he has yet to pass the 2 men in the upper right part of your screen. Noah Olson won the last event, and he's looking for another top finish here. And that would be a fantastic Saturday for the man who's looking for back-to-back regional championships, and now it's a dead heat. 12 burpees remain. They'll do 6, advance the bar 6 more, and then come across the finish line, so this one could wind up being a foot race to those red finish mats. Olson slightly ahead of Wagner and Helbig, and now Olson about a half rep ahead of Mitch Wagner. Olson, the bottom right of your screen. Wagner and Helbig are at the top. Noah Olson will not win the event, but he will win the heat just ahead of Mitch Wagner, and here comes Ethan Helbig, who will finish in 3rd place in the heat.